Hey everyone, Ross McCorkle here with another episode of the Depot 180. The 53-man roster was made official on Tuesday, but it is far from set in stone. Things can and will happen all the way up until the start of the regular season, and this year was no exception. We knew as much at the time with the two punters making the initial 53. That experiment ultimately failed with Braden Mann failing to get traded. Yes, that means Presley Harvin III won the punter battle, as expected. The team needed Braden Mann's roster spot and waived him. He went unclaimed and is now free to sign. Any team that wanted him knew it was only a matter of time, but I respect the try by Omar Khan. The roster spot was needed to make way for Desmond King Jr., brought him from Houston to bolster depth at cornerback. He was originally drafted in the 5th round out of Iowa by the Los Angeles Chargers. He was then traded to the Tennessee Titans, who cut him during the COVID season, and he signed with the Texans that offseason in 2021. Pro Football Focus called the Steelers' offseason perfect, as many others have been saying, but noted that it continued with the signing of King. Brad Spielberger and Steve Palazzolo called him a player that Pro Football Focus has liked for a long time. He plays in the slot and on the outside. He also returns punts. Not that Tomlin will care. He has a long-time policy of not allowing defensive players to do that. King, along with Quan Alexander, figured to contribute heavily on this team. There might be names ahead of them, both on the depth chart: Cole Holcomb and Landon Roberts at inside backer, Elijah Riley and Chandon Sullivan at slot corner, but that shouldn't stop them from both seeing the field or even supplanting starters further down the line. I mean, in 2019, Desmond King was a first-team All-Pro defensive back and a second-team All-Pro returnman. The guy's a football player, and the Steelers seem to be putting a premium on those types of guys lately. The initial iteration of the practice squad is out now, with some outside free agents being brought in, including Anthony Brown, a defensive back from the Dallas Cowboys. He is another guy with good experience to bolster that secondary overall and protect against injury. Among the other players on that list are Braden Fehoko, who was a bit of a surprise cut for the Steelers, but he is sticking around for now. Tight end Rodney Williams, safety Trenton Thompson, and running back Greg Bell also made the list, among others. Check out the site for a full list and analysis of all these moves and more. Let me know how you enjoyed the video on Twitter at Ross_McCorkle, and as always, visit SteelersDepot.com for your latest and greatest Steelers breaking news and analysis.